Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Carl's Conversations. I just want to take just a few minutes to share a few thoughts with you that are going through my mind and my heart during this election season. And there's so much on my mind and my heart. I did a video last night as a part of the continuing discussions with Carl's Conversations. And with Carl's Conversations, the motto is a safe place to have difficult discussions. And last night, we did a small panel on the power of the vote for change. And I heard some things from the panelists that really helped me. But as I observe things during this election season, as I look at the news cycle, as I look at the various venues of social media, I see that most of the arguments, most of the advertising, most of the posts really have to do with the two-party system. It's either you need to vote Republican because we believe this, or you need to vote Democrat because we believe this. We're fighting for this issue. We're fighting for that issue. And to be quite honest with you, that argument has never been my issue. I am nonpartisan, and I encourage many more to be the same. I love the viewpoint that I'm able to have because I don't drink the Kool-Aid from either side. I'm neutral when it comes to a political ideology or a political party. I care about people and I care about issues. And in this season, I'm just encouraging all of you, no matter whether you're Democrat or Republican, that really matters not to me. I don't pick my friends or those who I spend time with based on your political affiliation. I really don't care about that. And I don't believe that as believers in Christ, right, that we, we fit ourselves into a party based on our belief in Christ. Okay, I think we as Christians we have to be very careful when we try to say that the Democrat Party or the Republican Party is more akin to Christ. Be very careful about that. That may be your perspective from your journey with Christ. Everybody is not like you. So be very careful with that. If Christ was here, I don't think he would be a part of either party. So I encourage all of you to, as we go to vote this season, no matter how you cast your vote, would you please take some time to look outside of yourself? So you may look at some issues and say, well, that really does not concern me. Well, let me remind you that we are our brother's keeper. And if something is affecting your brother or sister, then it is going to eventually affect you. Of course, I do recognize that we all come from different places, different environments, different cultures. We think different ways, and all those things are going to affect your vote. I get it. I got it. I ask that you be very cognizant of how your vote, how your speech during this time, all those posts that you make, all those things that you say, be very mindful of how that represents you and everything else that you represent, and be very mindful of how it affects other people who may not come from where you come from and may not think how you think. So, of course, we're free to express ourselves. And I often tell people, sometimes people say, I can't believe that that person posted that on their social media. And my answer is always listen, when you talk about a personal social media page, it's that person's page and they can represent themselves how they want to. Now, when it comes to representing other organizations and things like that, you have to be more careful. And so, like I said, to me, it matters not Democrat, Republican. Be what you want to be. Just make sure that we're thinking about somebody other than ourselves, and take that into the polls with you. I encourage everybody, if you are not a registered voter, you need to register. Your vote needs to be counted. Your vote, the politicians need to know that you will be accounted for. And understand something. I encourage all of you who have not seen that video that we made last night. It's called the power of the vote for change. Go take a look at it because it's not all about the vote all the time. We only vote during election season, but our action as citizens needs to be on point at all times. And so, whether you are politically active or not, you need to be very well in tune with everything that's going on in your local and state government. So make sure you show up at your local city council meetings, your county board of supervisor meetings, your school board meetings, your planning commission meetings. Get involved. Please get involved so you'll have a better understanding of the issues. I don't like for people to really try to interpret for me what an issue means. I like to do the work for myself. And even when I don't have time to do it, I try to go to credible sources. And I don't just use one source as my source. I'll normally get information and check it against several sources so I can see where we stand. And I look for different viewpoints. I'm not going to go to six sources who think the same way. I may go to six sources who have very diverse ways of looking at things. And in that, somewhere we'll find the truth. All right. So, like I said, my encouragement for you in this political season is not to be so partisan, no matter what party you belong to. Not saying that you ought to leave your party, but don't let your party be your God, and don't let your party be your voice. You be your voice. You study for yourself. You get an understanding for yourself. You ask questions. You be involved way before election season. So when election season comes about, you have an understanding for yourself what the issues are, and you can be the light to people instead of everybody trying to be a light to you. All right. Thank you for your time. I hope that you have a beautiful and wonderful day. God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. Till next time.